Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am going to be sharing with you guys some of my summer essentials. You guys may have the same ones, some of these everyone should have for the summer, but these in particular are just mine. Lots of them have to do with like skin and everything, so like that's all based on your skin type, but these are my personal summer essentials, things that I can't get by without during the summer or even if I go on a warm tropical vacation type of thing. So yeah, let's just dive right in. While I have this little girl here, everyone, this is my brother's new puppy. She doesn't quite have a name yet, but she is just 2 months old. She is 3/4 border collie, 1/4 lab. She doesn't have a name yet. We're thinking Scout, maybe Finch. I'm voting on Finch. My aunt is voting for Piper. This is the newest puppy of our family. Say hello to her. I will update you guys when her name is official. First thing I want to talk about is something that everyone should have on their list for their summer essentials, and that is sunscreen. This is my personal favorite. This is the Hawaiian Tropic Sheer Touch in 15 SPF. This is my favorite. This is oil-free, which obviously I love. I don't put this on my face. I will get to what I put on my face later on in this video. And this sunscreen just smells incredible. It smells like coconuts and bananas and just deliciousness. So this is my personal favorite face kind of sunscreen. This is the Tarte Guard Moisturizing Sunscreen Lotion in SPF 30. You can pick this up at Sephora. You can purchase this from Tarte's website. I will have it linked down below. But this is my personal favorite. I initially bought this to bring to Disney World, but I didn't end up using it. I'll get to that in a second. But I did use this a lot on my cruise that I went on in January. The reason I didn't use this in Disney World is because in Disney World I was wearing not a full face but a face of makeup when I was in Disney World. You can mix in if you have like custom cover drops, like I have the custom cover drops from Cover FX. I know NYX has some, but you can definitely mix this in if you want like a tinted moisturizer with SPF in it. I personally like to have a little bit more coverage than what I can get with these two, and also just a kind of like greasy sunscreen isn't my favorite type of foundation. This is definitely an option if you do have drier skin. If you have oily skin, I would recommend finding a foundation with SPF in it. I will get to that in a second, but this is definitely an option. But I did use this on my cruise because I wasn't wearing a ton of makeup on the cruise, because one day we went to the beach, or 2 days we went to the beach, another day on the ship we were just in the pool pretty much all day. Another day we did like zip lining and cave tubing. So those activities, I'm not going to wear a full face of makeup. I ended up using this. Sam ended up using this on his face as well. I really like this. It's really moisturizing. It definitely feels like a sunscreen. It's just probably the least oily one I've ever found, and I just like how it spreads. I like the consistency of it. So this is personally my favorite, but they do have tons of options out there for like face kind of sunscreens, so definitely pick your favorite. This one's just mine. So this is what I used when I was in Disney World when I was wearing a full face of makeup. This is what I use on a regular basis during the summertime now. If I'm not wearing makeup, I'll put this on my face, but if I am going to be wearing makeup, I will use the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous. This is a foundation plus sunscreen, and it has SPF 20. I've heard tons of things saying that foundations with SPF have like a flashback and they don't have the greatest coverage. I've never had issues with this particular foundation. I wore it every day when I was in Disney World, and I never had like a white cast on my face with the 10,000 pictures we took. I've never had an issue with the coverage. This is what I have on my face today. As a oily girl, this is a great foundation, especially during the summer when you do have like excess oil going on and all that stuff. Not sure if I would recommend this to people with dry skin. Don't know how it works for those kinds of people with that kind of skin, but yeah, I really like this. So that's another summer essential that you should have if you're not going to be putting something with SPF on your face. I highly recommend getting a foundation with SPF just to protect your face. You don't want to get burnt. You don't want any part of your body or skin to be exposed to UV rays and be at risk of skin cancer or anything like that. Another thing I wanted to say about this sunscreen is I personally prefer ones like this that are a squeeze thing like this. As you can see, it's coming out there, but I prefer those. I have completely and totally boycotted the spray-on sunscreens. If you guys watched my vacation vlog from last year when I went on a cruise with my family, I got so badly burnt on my shoulders. I put on sunscreen that day. I did, and I think it was because we used the spray-on sunscreen and we were on the ship. We were on kind of the top deck. I think it was just because we used the spray sunscreen, and probably as it was spraying, the wind was kind of taking it away. So I keep looking over here, it's because I'm watching those two dogs. I think the wind kind of took the sunscreen away and none of it actually got on my body. So to this day, I have such bad freckles on my one shoulder right here, but it was just a terrible, terrible experience. So I will never use spray-on sunscreen again unless it is an absolute last resort. I always use this sunscreen now. I know it's a pain in the butt to put it all over yourself, have to have someone spread it on your back and everything, but to have the knowledge that I know that it is physically on my skin, rather than thinking if I'm spraying it, is it going on my skin or is it going over my skin from the wind? This is something I carry on all the time, not just in the summer, but this is definitely something that I use a lot more during the summer. These are oil absorbing sheets. These are the ones by the Walmart brand. They also, Clean and Clear also makes some. They're both, it doesn't matter, they're all the same. But these are something I carry around all the time. Summer, winter, spring, fall, Halloween. I carry these around all the time to always dab away the oil that builds up on my nose and my forehead. And it's just great to have these with me 100% of the time during the summer, because you're definitely getting more oily during the summer because you're sweating a lot more. And no, it's gross, but it's the truth. I also carry a translucent powder with me, but when I just have my tiny purse and I'm just going out somewhere for the day, I don't want to bring a powder, a brush, a mirror, all that stuff. So it's great to have these, very convenient. If this isn't on your list of summer essentials, let alone yearly long essentials, you need to think about a few things in your life, and that is deodorant. You will sweat, you will get stinky, I don't care who you are, it happens. We're human beings. It's a natural thing that happens. I'm talking about this not only in general, please wear deodorant during the summer. You're gonna get sweaty, you're gonna get stinky, no one wants to be near you on a crowded train. I really like the Dove Dry Spray. I've been using this for probably 2 years now. It's my absolute favorite deodorant. But I wanted to talk about stick deodorant. As you guys may know, my legs and my body is slowly becoming a mermaid. My legs are trying to come together. Therefore, I have thighs that touch. I don't have a gap between my thighs. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm becoming a mermaid. On summer days when I'm wearing shorts, deodorant is a great thing to put on your legs, and then you will not chafe. Chafing is a bitch. Hate to say it, it's the truth. Chafing is disgusting. It happens. And my favorite way to prevent it is deodorant. This is something, again, I use all year round, but I use a lot more during the summer, and that is setting spray. You're gonna sweat. You're gonna get oily during the summer. So it is great to have a setting spray that you can just spray on and you're good to go. Don't open your mouth when you're putting it on. It's great to have to just kind of prevent your makeup from moving because of it. This is my personal favorite. This is the Urban Decay Slick makeup setting spray, and this is an oil control one. So if you have dry skin, you may not want to use this one. Maybe try the all-nighter, but this is my personal favorite year-round because I do have oily skin, and during the summer it just adds that little bit of extra, I'm not gonna make you oiliness. 2 more things I have to talk about that are essential. Do not have these during the summer, and the first one is obviously sunglasses. You want to protect your eyes. You don't want to wreck your eyes. You only have 2 pairs of eyes and you don't want to ruin them. So yes, wear sunglasses when you're outside in the sun, when you're driving, all that jazz. And the last thing, I don't have it with me, but always, always, always stay hydrated over the summer. Drink lots of water. You're gonna get hot. You're gonna get sweaty, and when you get sweaty, you lose the water in your body, so you're gonna get dehydrated. Stay hydrated. Sunstroke is awful. I've had sunstroke multiple times. If you're out with dogs or anything like that, make sure you have water for them, because everyone needs water. So I have like a special water bottle that I have for Weasley, and so if you're out with your animals, make sure you have water for them too. I think that's everything. Products, animals, drink lots of water. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody.